Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining. One thing I want to start with, a lot of you guys are starting to watch the videos. Thank you so much for that. I noticed that about 60% of you are not subscribed. There's a little button down there, subscribe, it's red. Poke that button, it really helps, and it'll allow me to keep growing this channel. All right, now let's get into it. So I'm out here shooting today, and I was thinking about a topic that I've talked about before, and that is practicing with a purpose. This is really important. If you just get into the mode of shooting your bow and just shooting the same way every day, you're going to get stale and you're not going to get the full benefit of practicing like you really could if you're really working on specific techniques or specific scenarios to make your shot process better. And ultimately, for many of us, this is about being more comfortable in the woods and being a better hunter and a more ethical hunter. So that said, I was looking at my target. We're out here, we're shooting at about 40 yards, and I was thinking about how tore up my target is exactly in the middle of the target. If you look at that thing, it's completely wore out in the middle. I've only had this specific target for 6-7 months, and I've blown out the middle. And that's because just naturally and mentally as I'm shooting, it's really easy and comfortable to shoot at the middle, right? When I'm shooting at 40, 50, 60, 70 yards, the middle of the target is where I feel comfortable. As I have my sight picture and that pin float, I'm nice and comfy in the middle of the target. And oftentimes you can shoot better that way if you don't practice a little bit more stressful situations. So as I was shooting out here and I'm looking at how blown out my target is right in the middle, I decided I'm going to switch it up a little bit and I'm going to start hitting the corners. Now this seems obvious, right? The target has 8 dots, 8 spots to shoot at, but it's notably harder to shoot more accurately on the edges, on those corner dots. And it's just something in your mind, right? When you're trying to float on the edge of the target, especially when you get farther back from the target, you're not going to shoot as tight of groups unless you practice this over and over and really get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is so important if you're going to be taking shots or making shots that have some obstacles in the way, whether that's at a 3D shoot or a total archery challenge. You know, they love to stick, the scoring rings right next to a rock. And if that scoring ring was on a wide open target, in most cases, everybody would hit it just fine. But just moving that ring and that scoring ring right next to that rock, right, where your arrow is going to explode, you start to get into your head and you start to get shaky, and those groups are not as tight as they could be. So take time to practice this, and as you're shooting, practice shooting in the areas that are less comfortable, right? And I got to hold myself accountable for this too. So what I'm going to start doing here is I'm going to start focusing my practice sessions on shooting the top right corner for the moment. And that's not a super easy shot, right? We got some wind blowing out here today. But what's interesting, archery is so mental. It's so much about staying calm and walking through your process. We talked about the process on the last video. It's really difficult, but it's a whole different game to do it when you have a little more pressure. And I missed. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that is a perfect example. We've got a little wind, the release broke a little bit off to the right, and I skipped the edge of that target. Now we're going to be able to find that arrow, but that's the things that are so important to practice, right? It's not comfortable for me to be shooting right on the edge of the target like that, but it's super valuable if you spend time doing it over and over and you get comfortable, because then you become that much better of a shooter. Once you've gotten very comfortable in your shot process, there's lots of things you can do to make it a little more uncomfortable and to test that mental process that you have. And that's what's really important, right? When something unexpected happens in the middle of your shot, when you're holding it back and you're at full draw, you don't want to have that moment or that lapse of judgment where you're getting punchy or you're reacting, because things can happen very quickly, and you want to be in control of that shot and of that release the entire time. doing what I'm talking about here and shooting on the edge of a target is one really good way to do that. Another really good way is to start running a hinge for your practice sessions, and to run hinges when it's a little bit windy out, right? A tension release or a hinge where you don't have a button, but you have to keep constant pressure on that shot, even when your pin or your bow is getting moved around in the wind. That can be a real good way to get comfortable quickly with taking control of your process. Last arrow here. All right, let's go get the arrows. Hopefully we can find that one. There it is. Safe. We got it. So yeah, so we got some work to do on this group. Again, we got wind. This is okay, but I really want to get this tightened in. Now, what's so funny about this is if I'm shooting dead center at this target, it's much easier for me to tighten that group up just because my sight picture and that pin float has all kinds of safety, right? I have no concern about going off the target or about missing that target. But as soon as I shift that point of aim over just a little bit, now there's something in my mind when that sight picture moves off the edge of the target. Oh, it gets a little scary, right? So I'll get a little jumpy, get a little pushy. If I'm on a button, I might try to punch it or jerk it. And that's what kills your consistency and your accuracy over time. Got no quiver today, but I got a back pocket. So again, if we go back to just basic concepts and practicing with purpose, try to pick some things that make you uncomfortable and start to integrate that into your practice session. For me today, it's really a couple of things that I'm doing. One, I'm getting out of the middle of my target. That's my comfort zone. I can shoot that at 100 yards all day, every day, and it's nice and easy for my pin. I'm moving my shooting out to the edges to focus on that and to increase that pressure on myself to make myself a better shooter. The other thing I'm doing today in conjunction with that is starting to practice again with a hinge while we have wind, right? I need to be able to continue executing my shot process even when my pin and my bow is getting pushed around in the wind and it's not comfortable from a float perspective. That will help me lock down harder. And what it'll do is when I'm in a perfect, beautiful conditions, no wind, sunshine, perfectly flat angle, etc., I'm gonna shoot great, right? It's gonna be easy, chip shot. But in scenarios where I actually need to execute a shot in a more difficult scenario, I'll also be ready because I know what that feels like. All right, so hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching as always, and hit that subscribe button